Megan Esser here, registered holistic nutritionist with ITL Health. Magnesium absorption is a hot topic. So what is the best way to absorb magnesium? The best way to absorb magnesium would be through taking a highly absorbable form. Of course, food is always a great way to get our nutrients, and we should always strive for a healthy diet. However, it's not so easy to get the amount of magnesium we need in a day from food, and that's for a lot of different reasons. And sometimes our magnesium doesn't even absorb well through the food we eat, depending on the other food that are accompanying it and the way that we prepare these foods. So the best way for magnesium to absorb is through a highly absorbable supplement form. There's a lot of research out there about magnesium, but there isn't as much research out there about the proper form to take. There was a popular study done on magnesium oxide, and that only showed a 4% absorption rate. So we do know that there are forms of magnesium out there that don't absorb well. This is why we choose to focus on forms that do absorb well. At ITL Health, we always strive to give you the most absorbable form of nutrients that we can. And whether that's in a specific form or combining it with cofactors for absorption, we want to make sure that your body is getting the nutrients that you're trying to get to it. And of course, that's why you start to feel better. And that is our ultimate goal, is to see people live healthier lives. So we created an ionic magnesium citrate. This is our Meg 365 brand. It is a powder. It contains 2 ingredients, and that's magnesium carbonate and citric acid. And when those are combined with water, it activates into an ionic magnesium citrate. And the hotter the water, the faster the activation. Now, this is important because if you just take magnesium citrate in a tablet, it will not be nearly as absorbable as it will be in its ionic form. Think of it as being pre-digested in the glass. So as soon as that water hits, you see it fizz, and that's it immediately activating, so that when you take it, your body doesn't have to try to activate it and only be able to use some of it. It is able to use everything that you're giving it because it's already activated. Not everybody likes a powder or a drink, and so we did some research into the next most absorbable form and of a capsule, or the most absorbable form of a capsule, and we came up with magnesium bisglycinate. So our Prismag magnesium bisglycinate is pure. We use no fillers, and we don't buffer it with other forms of magnesium. It's very common to buffer magnesium bisglycinate with oxide, which we just learned does not have high absorbability. So magnesium bisglycinate is magnesium attached to a glycine molecule. A glycine is a very small amino acid, so think of it as like magnesium goes along for the ride, and amino acids are absorbed through a different channel in the body. So when you take a magnesium bisglycinate, you actually absorb it in the top of your small intestine, right into the intestinal cells. So you're basically bypassing digestion with this one. So it's absorbing well, and you don't get any tummy discomfort that sometimes can be associated with magnesium supplements. So the best way to absorb magnesium is to make sure that you're buying a supplement from a company that you trust in a very absorbable form. No fillers, no buffers, nothing but pure magnesium to get straight into your body. If you'd like to purchase any of our products, you can check your local health food store, or you can go online direct through the links below. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to our channel, and as always, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions you might have for us. Thanks for listening.